I love it when a plan comes together, don't we all? This is cow 170. It's a very short and very sweet story. You're watching the Hoof GP and a cow with a very sore back right foot. So this next cow coming in, cow 170, is the lamest cow here today. The rest of them, so sorry, this one's a little bit noisy, isn't she? The rest of them are pretty much spot on, but this one is very lame on her back left foot. Look who's with us today! It's Robbie Roo! Say hello, Robbie Roo! Hi. He was meant to say hello, Robbie Roo, but he didn't pick up on it. For those of you who don't know, Robbie is actually Kev's youngest son. Just like this cow's front 2 feet, she is not lame on this back left foot in any way, but we're still going to trim it. We're going to routine trim it to make sure that both claws are balanced correctly, that there are no imperfections. Basically, we're trying to future-proof this cow's feet from going lame before we move on to the problematic claw. he's getting absolutely showered trying to do that for me. Sorry, Robbie.
Down my back and everything.
The part I'm trimming of the cow's foot right now is sometimes known as the typical sole ulcer site, meaning that this is the most common area of a cow's hoof that gets troubled with sole ulcers. When we call it an ulcer though, it's difficult to imagine exactly what that is, so sometimes I refer to it as a blister in my own head, because that is pretty much what it is. It's a problem brought about by repeatedly stepping on hard concrete. Okay, so this is the sore foot. At this point in time, I don't know exactly what's wrong with it, but I do know it's this outer claw because it's so much bigger than usual, and that is abnormal. I think, I'm gonna guess, but it really is a guess. I think this is gonna be the problem and it's gonna burst out here. I can see some cracking around here, and because it's so much higher, there's a lot more pressure on here, so that's why I'm going with that. That is all the excess height gone already, believe it or not. It doesn't take that much of a weight difference to be really impactful on the sore claw and cause real problems. If we look at it from the side like this, you can see now that both feet are actually completely level, but clearly there's still a problem in that outer claw that we can see shining through the white sole of the hoof now. As I take this very first swipe of the knife, it reveals what we call a double sole. That happens when a problem has occurred with the cow's hoof and there is a break in the construction of the hoof horn. The layers are no longer connected. It allows dirt, debris and manure into that cavity, which then causes even more problems, and sometimes even more layers. I know the problem is hiding behind this wall horn, but as you're about to see, it's incredibly tough stuff, which when you're trying to make delicate and accurate cuts can be somewhat troublesome, which is why mistakes sometimes can, and often do, happen. What you can see poking out of that hole is corium. Corium that has been exposed to the elements and is rotting away. So clearly this is exactly where the problem is. And as I've said before, this hoof horn is translucent, so you can see all the way through. So we know all of this is going to need to come away because we can see the blackness of the hole and the dirt in behind. I promise you I'm not over-exaggerating when I say this is a tense moment. The dangers of slicing into the side of a cow's hoof like this cannot be understated. At any moment we could strike the corium and we'd have a fountain of claret, which is the absolute last thing us or the cow wants right now. I'm happy with how it's going right now, but genuinely at any second I can go a little bit too deep in the pursuit of getting rid of every little shred of loose and detached hoof horn. Doing so is the key to a quick and complete recovery, so I'm desperately wanting to make sure I can do the best job possible, which is why we also need to apply this block. So now that's on, we're just going to tidy up this little black spot here because I'm not sure if that could track in and become a problem. And one thing I'm not willing to do is risk it. Normally, if I didn't think that was a problem, I would just leave it, but because this block is on here, it means all of her weight is on this foot anyway, so she doesn't really need this part of hoof horn, so we might as well get rid of it while we can. And look at that, as we trim it away, it just disappears to nothing anyway. Although this was causing cow 170 a great deal of pain, it is just a minor problem. One that has been fixed with this simple trim in just a few minutes of delicate work. Unfortunately, because I didn't video it on the way in, you don't have a comparison. But trust me when I tell you, she genuinely is walking more comfortably than she was just 5 or 6 minutes ago. Those ones are genuinely fantastic. A nice simple problem. It's not complicated by digital dermatitis. It's not going to go any further. The block's going to take all of the weight off it, and she's going to be much more comfortable. Yeah, that makes sense. Pretty much instantly. Robbie's laughing at me because I can't get my words out. Robbie, stop laughing at me.
Well, it's kind of hard to.
It's kind of hard to.
Yeah, you're a bit daft.
I think he means hard not to. See, you do the thing with the words too, Robbie. Oh, are you embarrassed? You embarrassed? Oh, he's embarrassed. Look! Robbie is like, what are you, 12?
No,
15. 12 and 15 is about the same, isn't that? Close enough.
for your maths, definitely.
For my maths, yeah. This has been the Hoof GP. Thank you very much for watching. Bye from me and bye from Robbie.